Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at our very first brand new Savage Crucible figure for 2025, Veteris Rapax. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collecting.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
All right, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, I really like how they have made sort of like this bloody variant of their classic artwork that's on the front. I love how they play with their packaging. It's very nice. It says Veteris Rapax right there on the side, Savage Crucible on that side, and then the little write-up, the little intro to the world of Savage Crucible, Harbinger Studios there. You open it up, and then you get, you're treated to a bio of Veteris and how he was born into his military class, and he sort of rose through the ranks. So if you want to, if you want to pause that and give it a read, you certainly can. And then you have Veteris Rapax in all of his glory. Man, I love this weapon right here. We've got like that whip reuse, another sword down here, and then down there. In the bottom, we have a special little hidden surprise. So much like the cards were hidden in the first wave, I'm sure we're going to have a card in here too. Yeah, let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look. All right, taking a closer look at all of the accessories that he comes with, we do get this whip accessory that is going to plug in to his belt, and we have seen this before, but I think this is a very nice inclusion because basically it gives him the appearance of another weapon, even though this is like just a belt attachment, so I really dig that. We get two opened clawing, gesturing hands that are on horizontal hinges, which is really nice. They're beautifully painted. The gripping hands that are on him in the package are on vertical hinges. We do get what I believe is four brand new weapons that I don't remember seeing before in the first wave, but may have made an appearance in the wave 2 that we got to take a look at last year. So we have this rapier style weapon. It looks like it's got some nice kind of like snake motif on the handguard, which looks really nice. Some very nice detailing on the hilt, and some nice weathering, both chipping, pitting, and little nicks, but also in the painting as well. And so yeah, this sword looks fantastic. Then we have this Conan style looking sword. That's what I like to refer to it as. It just looks very Conan-esque, which looks to be like little serpents intertwining here on the handguard, and then nice pommel, and then look at the blood effects and just all the nicks and damage that this blade has taken over the years of the different campaigns and military incursions that this guy has led. And look at that, the glossiness of that red paint gives a little shimmer to the dull of the blade, and that just looks beautiful. Looks so good. Next, we probably get my favorite weapon of the weapons here. We have this sword. You can see it's much longer than the other sword. Again, that beautiful glossy red paint on the blade looks great. More weathering, nicking, pitting damage on the blade. And then we have this really nice hilt and handguard, and I love this design right here. This is really cool. I don't see any snake motifs here unless that's very tiny, like there and there. Other than that, this is just very ornate, looks very nice, and I dig it. And then next he comes with this very brutal looking axe, which you could give to any of your savages. This guy just looks great. It's all basically one color, no different colors for the handle or anything, but just look at that blood effect on the axe blade itself. This thing has seen some action. And then we get into the stars of the show, the different head sculpts. So we have this head right here, which is just beautiful. I love the little coverings on the eyes, which look like little incense burners. They're just so cool. Look at the weathering and the distressing and the paint job on this, and then it just looks so good. Of course, the mouth opens. You can see inside. You can see the teeth and the inside of the mouth being painted. Looks great. This is not a removable piece. And then here we have the unhelmeted head that you can swap out. So if you want to have a different look for your guy, you got some blood around his mouth, and then you can see the mouth opens up. There's no teeth painted because these are the small teeth. So, you could, the teeth are different, and this is a different head, but, you could fudge it and say that that's what this guy looks like without its helmet on. Or you could buy a couple of these guys and have them flanking this guy and have this be, Veteris Rapax, the general, the leader of the militant group. And then these are like his generals or something. If you wanted to, army build, you certainly could. Next up, we get 2 exclusive pieces. Of course, we get the secret weapons that are in this bag, and then we get the card. I've already cut it, but I haven't looked inside, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't even have it opened all the way. I still have to open it the rest of the way, so I don't know what card we got here. I don't know if it's going to be specifically for Veteris, or if it's going to be a random card from Wave 1. I don't know, or maybe it's a sneak peek for Wave 2. I don't know, but I got the Crested Savage. So it is a random card from Wave 1, so not anything specific to Veteris. I think I would have liked if this one had come, since it's a singular release, it's not part of a wave or anything. I think I would have preferred that it actually come with a character-specific card. That's how I feel about it, but you guys let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. And then, as we have seen with these releases, they come packed with some translucent weaponry, and they're all exclusive. Like, they're all different. I think there's like a series that you could have gotten. It feels like there's more than one in here, so we're gonna see what we got here. Ooh, we got the dual blades, and that's really cool. Is that all that was in there? Yep, that's all that's in there. So we get this beautiful, like, translucent yellow to red plastic on both a sword and a like a dagger, and I really dig this. Let's take a look at the hilts. They're just silver brushed like gunmetal. Got some little bit of detail there, and just some wraps on this one, which look really, really nice. I dig these. We have a couple of swords. I can't remember who they came with. Maybe the Imperial Sentry. Was that the guy that the blades came with that looked like this from Wave 1? I'm not sure. You guys correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong. But yeah, these weapons are just, this guy comes kitted out with a lot. He's ready to go to war. And here is Veteris standing straight up and down right out of the package. This is how you open him up. And he's looking pretty nice. Now, we have seen, for the most part, we've seen all of these armor parts before. There's nothing really new here. It's reuse, but it is repainted, and it is and used to great effect, I believe. I think this looks really good. I like to refer to this guy as the Battle Cat tribute figure. He's kind of green, got the yellow stripes, and then he's got like the red armor, and specifically with that heavy helm. I think it looks really cool. So this will be, I don't know if this is, specifically a Battle Cat tribute. I don't know. We'll have to ask the team about that over at Harbinger Studios and see if they'll let us know that. But yeah, this guy looks great. He looks fantastic head to toe. This is a really good release, and I could see like a different, a few other colorways that may work great with this particular armor set, and how they would mix and match with other characters as well. So let's get him out the rotating base and take a closer look at all this beautiful armor up close and personal. So taking a closer look at the armor here, I just want to show you where we've seen this before. So here we have the Imperial Sentry. These shoulder pauldrons have been used many times, but you look down at the waist belt, the loin armor, the folds on the sides, the gauntlets, and then all the way down to the shin guards and the leg armor. This is just a repaint of that. So almost almost all of this is Imperial Sentry, but then we also have the chest armor here from the big bad guy, Nin Villamir from Wave 1, and you can just see how that goes all the way around. He had that extra armor bit that went up on his neck, and around the neck to make it extra armored. But there you have the armor and how it works. And of course, I do have a custom cape on here from Strupp's Family Crafts. I'll link to them in the description below. But yeah, just taking a closer look at this guy. We've already looked at the helmet, but that beautiful paintwork on the helmet carries over to this very Hordak-inspired chest armor, and got all these little spikes that go around, sort of like Beast Man in a way. It has this very Beast Man look, it being red, and the spikes coming up around the neck, and then it comes down to sort of like this scalloped, like almost like bat-like effect, which is what made me think of like Hordak. But then these beautiful shoulder pauldrons with the snakes. I love the plates with the rivets. You can see the underlying like reptile skin, the green, the dark green, and the yellow stripes. He does have two sheaths on the side of his belt. These are removable. You can pop them off. You can pop one of these off and then replace it with the whip if you like. I don't remember seeing an extra space on here for the whip, like you can't add it to the back or anything like that, but you could pop one of these off and add it if you like. And check that out, we do have the new feet, so there is no articulation at the toe, and then the feet are flatter. And as you saw, he was on a rotating base and spinning around with no support. He was hanging in there and doing it. So if this is your first Savage Crucible review and you're not familiar with the figures, we'll go over the articulation a little bit. The head can look way up. It is, this particular head has an articulated jaw. He can look down that far. Even with the armor on, you can get a pretty good range of motion. With these shoulder pauldrons and this thicker armor, you're not going to get a T-pose. You're going to go out about that far. You probably will still be able to go all the way around. The shoulder armor is plugged in here on the back of the shoulder, and then you do have, typically you have like a little hole up here in the back for like different types of armor, but this armor looks like it is connected around the waist. You do have like an upper diaphragm joint, so you get lots of range of motion there, bobble, and then coupled with the waist joint, I mean, you're going to be able to get this guy all over the place. He can crunch forward all the way, crunch back all the way. You just want to be careful. A little bit of gabbage there, but you can cover that up by not sending it so far back. We do have upper bicep swivel here at the top. And I did give this guy a hot bath before the review. We do have double jointed arms, but because of this gauntlet, you're only going to get about 90 degrees, even though you can see that there is two joints there. We do have some swivel there as well. These particular weapon holding hands are on vertical hinges, so you can get a little bit of motion up and down there, and of course rotation. The legs are on a drop down, so you can, well, I say that, I don't think they are. That was just the belt moving. So the legs can move forward about that far. They can move out to the side about that far, which is really good. And they can move back only about that far. You do have some thigh swivel up here at the top. You have a thigh cut, which is really nice. It's swivel, like a little joint right here as it goes into the thigh. And then you do have double jointed knees. They're just a little stiff even after the warm bath that's sort of like cooled off, so it's more room temperature now. So you've got double jointed knees, but because of that armor, you're only going to go back about that far. You do have, because of that joint right there, you do have boot swivel right here, which all of the armor, of course, is removable. And then down here at the bottom, you've got hinge, rocker, and swivel. And then, of course, the tail, which is in 4 segments. It's on a hinge. You can rotate it. The hinges, each little segment's on a little hinge, so you can spin it around like that. And yeah, there you have it. That's how he moves and articulates. So let's see how tall he is. Next to probably the thing you're wanting to know is, how's he going to mix in with your other Savage Crucibles and maybe your Mythics. All right, just to show you a little size comparison here. Here he is next to Como of the Isles from Wave 1 with absolutely no armor on him whatsoever, just to show you the size difference and the height comparison. And then here he is next to our good friend Bill Bones Broken Shield and how he would fit in. I think this is very much what we like to refer to as a Mythic Legions adjacent line. You could definitely fit these in with your Mythics, or maybe your Mezco Conan would work as well. You could fit this in there and it's going to look beautiful. It's going to fit in just nicely. So let's get these guys out of the way, get him into some lighting and into some backgrounds, and see how he poses up. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Harbinger Studios and Savage Crucible, and it's not just because they're friends of the channel and they like, they have, provided us with review samples, like this. This was provided to me by Rob over at Harbinger Studios with no, I don't have to say anything good, or, there's no influence. Right? He didn't even say I had to review it. He was just like, review it if you want or not. Just want to send it to you. So I super appreciate that, Rob. You're a dear friend. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But I just love this line. It is lizards in armor. Like, what is not to love? And then Wave 2, we see that we're getting humans, and we're getting a Conan figure. And I believe at the time of this recording, we're about like on the 17th of January, we're going to get an Elric action figure pre-order from them. So we know that they're branching out and they're doing other things, and they're staying in that sword and sorcery arena and that area. And I'm here for it because I love it. I think that this is a great team of people. They've got great and talented sculptors, painters, storytellers, people in front of the line, people behind the line, and I'm here for it. This figure in particular looks amazing. Like I said, I love, if it is indeed a Battle Cat tribute, I'm here for it. It looks great. He moves very well. I love the armor. He looks very menacing. He's supposed to be a military leader, like a general, and he looks the part, especially with all of the weapons and everything he comes with. So down in the description below is a link to where you can pick up your own Veteris Rapax right now, straight from Harbinger Studios. I think he's well worth the money you pay for the price of entry. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark. I will see you in the toy aisle.